Hey, it's Joker, and I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like Steam kinda sucks now. Don't get me wrong, Steam is still the dominant force in PC gaming, but ever since probably 2023, it's been filled with game after game that is just AI slop. It'll either be that or some random porn game that they know gooners will play, but sometimes both of those descriptions fit the game. They do have an AI generated content disclosure, but that only appears at the bottom of the description of its page unless the game's creator mentions it elsewhere. AI is only getting better and better at making art. There are some that already make artworks that are indistinguishable from art made by, for example, Studio Ghibli. I feel like that disclosure needs to be more clear and more prevalent. And as the line blurs between what is real art and AI generated art, that will only become easier to manipulate. I hate to say this about small indie developers who use AI, but if they don't have to mention that they used it, they're not going to. Developers aren't stupid. They know that if AI is mentioned as being used to make their game somehow, that will decrease sales. Because people, such as myself, won't buy them. Moving on to porn or hentai games, I'll preface by saying that I do own a lot of them, but I specifically cut down in mid 2024 and it's been so much nicer. I'll admit that some of them are very well made games, and I won't fault them for that at all. But if I have to see one more game that is just Tetris or Minesweeper that reveals an image, I'm seriously gonna lose it. It's some of the most low effort shit that I've ever seen. I'm appalled that I even own a game called Hentai Minesweeper. Why didn't I just play normal Minesweeper? What the hell is wrong with me? A lot of them are just visual novels with subpar stories, but some are actually fairly decent games. I just prefer not to play them because it honestly gets kind of addicting. All this to say that Steam has no quality filter whatsoever. They just let anything onto the Steam store now. I remember back when I started playing games through Steam in 2016 or 2017, there was a green light function that was a quality filter. It's just that the players decided if it was worth having it on the platform. Looking back at it, I feel like we need this more than ever. Let players decide if a game is quality enough to be on Steam. Yes, I understand that people can just not buy it if they don't want it, but then we won't have these cash grab games clogging up the Steam directory, when we could have some awesome indie games made by great developers. Speaking of indie games, I suggest that if you're looking to buy an indie game from Steam, check if it's on itch.io first. Itch lets the developers decide how much they want to give to the platform for hosting their game page, going all the way down to 0%, which is extremely generous of Itch to let them do. Itch also has a filter so you can exclude games that include AI generated content from your search, which, as far as I'm aware, Steam doesn't have. Like Steam, anyone can upload a game to Itch, so it suffers from a lot of the same problems, but at least there are filters in place on Itch to deal with this, and for indie developers, it seems so much better paying them fully for their game rather than paying a third of the price to Valve. I wasn't able to find how much creators make when selling through GameJolt, but I feel like people are really only using GameJolt anyway as a host for their free game. Like, find a paid game on GameJolt, then check Itch or Steam. 9 out of 10 chance it's on one of those as well, if not both. This video doesn't mean I'm going to stop using Steam. I have a lot of games I still play on it, and I'm probably still going to be buying games from them as well. But I almost never go looking on the main Steam store page anymore. If I'm on there, I'm searching for a game that I heard about or saw on a different platform that I want to try. If you're searching for a random game to buy just because you're bored, I recommend checking out Itch with the AI filter off. And I don't want it to seem like AI is the only thing ever in the Steam store. Really, it's more occasional. It's just that every time I do see it, I lose a little bit of faith not only in developers, but Steam as well. But what do you think? Do you own a game platform that disallows AI content at all? Where do you get your games generally? I would love to know your thoughts in the comments. My name's Joker. This has been a quick factor. I'm glad you're here. Have a great day.